keep the Batrider away from the lane as long as possible, but eventually picks up his level 2 and then goes ahead and he jungles from there, which will right away because dealing with sticky napalm is super obnoxious. Top lane, we do have a bit of action. Ooh, nice double stun here. Lim's going to be able to hit the stun. They take out Alwayswannafly, and Alohadance takes a huge amount of damage as well.
Yeah, it's worth it to slow his Ags down. I mean, I hate that item. I mean, I almost find myself rooting for Tree to die in these games, as bad as that is, because Eyes of the Forest is just, oh lord, that mechanic.
All right, dive in. Yoky is going to land a stun here. The follow-up stun, they get him anyway.
Nice.
Good read there, knowing that they've only had to stay next to the trees. They're going to be able to get the return kill, though, and this will not make it worth it if Yoky cannot get out. He gets a nice spike carapace, stuns up Handsken. It's going to be slowed down, turns around, goes for the stun. RP on both. What a setup! Resolution now going to hit the skewer. jonassomfan, one more right click, and Resolution gets it. The charging Rhino gets
with the
two there,
baby.
Yeah, that was a beautiful setup there. Turn around. You know, all they have is this one ward. They have no idea if the Batrider is sitting here ready to jump in. So they back up for a little bit and now fully commit for Roshan here while the Nyx Assassin pushes out and tries to read anybody that's going to be rotating in.
Boy, and an Aegis on Troll here, it's just, that's going to let him open up this gap even wider.
Yeah, nice pick off there, Resolution. Thanks to that invis room, manages to skewer back the Lion. It's going to make it really hard to lock onto these heroes. You already had, grabbing Alwayswannafly, pulling him back into the rest of the enemy team. They do have the rotation out. Yule Scepter, self-Yule Scepter, in order to dodge. Alwayswannafly trying to go for the disruption, doesn't get it, but it will result in a turnaround kill, perhaps two. Lim pops the Shadow Blade. They do have a gem, perfect. Yoky comes in with a Vendetta, reveals the Lina, and they get a secondary kill out of that. God, well worth it for Team Empire.
Well, and the tree just got chopped out. Isn't quite as valuable, and boy, NIP might have this timed perfectly. They're going to try and smoke into Roche here.
It's going to be really good. They find Silent. Perfect grab here. They're going to be able to pick him up. Oh, never mind. They're actually going to go in the back for Alwayswannafly, but that's going to result in a bad situation for jonassomfan as he's surrounded by three. I guess he really wanted to make sure there was no disruption onto Silent, but Silent already popped the weird Overgrowth getting laid down. They're going to lose the secondary one here as Sealkid going to be popped up in the air. They actually try and turn Handsken. Not sure what he was doing there, but they're just feeding hero after hero. As the Ants go marching in one by one. And Empires gladly take all of those kills. Perhaps another one.
Want to fly in the back.
Hey, there's a buff for you. So when you use the Leshrac Lightning Storm, right, it kind of looks like a purge. What if it actually did purge?
Oh my.
In that situation, act and be kind of winning the game before that MKB comes up. Once the MKB is up, it's so hard to come back.
No, a troll with 50% more net worth and an MKB and BKB at 30 minutes? No. PA is screwed.
Oh, Yule Scepter there. Lion going to be caught out. Handsken made the wrong blink maneuver. Whose Yule Scepter was that? That was Resolution's. Good call by him. He put the Yule Scepter onto the Lion, so when the Lion blinked in, it ended up instantly Yule Sceptering him like that and sets up for the kill.
Yeah, no, that's another underrated aspect of the Yules. I mean, people talk about the script tax, and I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying is you can pre-cast that and it stops blink initiation.
Empire starts spamming out on the melee racks. They're not going to fight. They're going to wait out the Aegis, it seems.
And I mean, Empire doesn't even need to win a fight right now. And they racks.
They don't. Oh no! Oh god, the Lincolns comes up at the perfect time there. Very well played. The 21,000 net worth on the troll. Well, we might have Yoky caught out. Oh, counter ward laid down. A little bit too late. They get the Hex, but by this time, Empire ready to formulate a response here. Two heroes on the side. Dodging the dagger, making sure the Resolution's still able to come in. Sealkid's actually going to be bursting from the side. Silent now turns on an Air on the left-hand side. Air's going to be forced back. He needs some additional help. They have the lasso, but they don't want to be fighting into the Aegis. They know it's going to go down soon. Silent, they burst him now. There goes that Aegis with just a few seconds to spare. Lina does end up going down. They're not going to go for the troll a second time.
Refresher Orb in addition to his Lincoln Sphere. Boy, I mean, I feel like he's been the MVP for Empire.
Yeah, they're going to have a Scotty soon on the troll at that point. Even the Phantom Assassin is going to have a hard time getting away from him. Yoky setting up on Lim. Hits one, hits two, mana. Oh, yikes. Dagon to finish him off. That is a one-hit combo.
Yeah, I mean, now you see why we were talking about the Nyx Assassin countering Lina Core.
Empire pursuing for jonassomfan. They're actually going to go for the RP here. Overgrowth laid out, missed. They throw out the lightning. That's going to be enough to kill jonassomfan. Era still sitting in the side, doesn't want to be a part of this engagement. RP going to be forced on it too. And sure, Era doesn't go in knowing that there was going to be a secondary RP, but they just go ahead and call GG. Not much they can do anymore.
Nice crit there by Era, but too little too late. Yeah, very, very well played game one. And I mean, when Empire plays this style and gets this kind of draft, they're just so difficult to beat. Ninjas-in-Pyjamas have been playing very, very well recently, but Empire has been kind of their arch nemesis. I mean, 13-3 and now 14-3 is Empire against NIP in this patch. We'll see how NIP come back in game two.